What is going on, guys? Team of the Year KDB is here, and he is the most expensive midfielder you can get currently. 3.6 mil, a 4-star, 5-star, 5'11 with a high work rate. We've got injury prone, leadership, early crosser, and outside of the foot as the traits. And in terms of stats, we're looking pretty spectacular as always. KDB for the past, I don't even know how many years, has been the centre point of the midfield. It's Modric for the past few years, KDB, we've seen Conte, we've seen plenty of players come and go, but KDB's always had a very nice version. We got him 2 years ago, and he was electric. So let's have a look at what we've got to work with. A Shadow would definitely be the chem style you want. Does make him more of a box-to-box, as he's had a big pace increase from the previous version. His Winter Wildcard had more physicality, but that was due to the fact of the upgrade. Whereas we've had more physicals throughout from his inform. Big increase on the defending. Everything else is pretty much just maxed out. Shot power, long shots, crossing, passing. Everything is absolutely tip-top with him. And the 5-star weak foot beats both of the other two Team of the Years. So let's have a look at KDB and see what he's like in game. Are you tired of using players like this? I would much rather have teams more like this. Then I recommend going over to skycoach.gg for all of your coaching and coins needs. They are cheap, fast and reliable, but at the checkout make sure you are using code JT11 for a discount on your orders. Back to the video. Expecting big things from this card, as Bellingham absolutely blew it out the water. We've got good pace on him, a little bit of dribbling if we can, that's what we want to see. Pulls himself through, it's got to be the right foot, and Dudek with a cracking save. Oh, it's a great ball out. It's Ribery going for it. De Bruyne working his way up. He's got a little bit of skill there. He finds in a bit of Vardy. Can we find him back? He's gone for it. Little bit of a bicey. In terms of midfield, I feel like this always is the best version of KDB. Obviously, we do have Team of the Season to come, but in general, the 90-something plus KDB is always outstanding. The passing, the dribbling, the everything with KDB is absolutely incredible. And I think, so especially now we're getting into a bit more of a pace-driven KDB that really needs that upgrade. It is always going to be one that everybody's looking for. The question is, the defensive side of him is not massively what he's known for. He is most definitely more of a cam, someone who is going to be heavily reliant on the attack. As we see here, it's not a great ball. I was kind of hoping for a bit more run on it for him to get to speed first. There it is now. Fine. I was going to say, definitely wanted the left foot through there. I think as well, if you want more of a 2 midfield with a KDB involved, I definitely think you'd need someone heavily reliant on the CDM role, just because defense for him is not necessarily his main position. It is literally this, bringing the ball forward. We can see Ribery trying to go for it. It's a great ball forward. Ribery with the right, and that is what KDB will do. And also has the shot himself. That is definitely not out of the question. So if you are going for definitely a 2 midfield, you heavily need just a DM. You don't even need a box-to-box. It needs to be a solid DM who's going to really hold the fort down whilst he's kind of pushing himself forward. Whereas obviously in a free attack, we've left that too late, but that was a great ball. If you wanted him as a cam, then you don't really have to worry about it. I think if you could go for the formation where it's 3 centre mids, have maybe a DM or 2, keep him up front with the 2 strikers. Again, there is many formations that really work with this KDB, as obviously the stats are just outstanding. The dribbling's nice, the pace is nice. He's a very, very top-end guard, obviously. Nice and turned on him. We see the pace there. We saw the exact same with Bellingham. Once they kind of start going, you've just got absolutely endless amounts of pace on him. Good take. Can we go back to him here? Looking for the little turn inside. Waiting for him to overcommit with them defenders. We just want him on that turn if we can. Went a little bit too much. And sometimes you will. Sometimes you will overcommit him. And he may not get the perfect dribble. But a lot of chances you'll get a solid outcome regardless. As they do just tend to keep the ball more. I don't know what it is. See that through ball there. Great into Vardy. It's absolutely open. Finds his finesse. And it's a great assist again. Little 1-2. Again, KDB bringing it forward. Looking for the pass if we can. We find it straight through the middle. Is Vardy onside? And again, it is just too easy with them assists. The passing level is nuts. And we've not even got to probably one of the cards that has the best passing is going to be Modric. They're going to be very similar. But KDB, I think, has that bit more of a physicality kind of advantage. Is this guy playing or is he done? Well, he'll probably be done after this. Ribery. KDB on the run this time. Gonna just absolutely slot it past him. He runs past Virgil like it's nothing and slots it in the bottom right. It's just effortless. Oh, he's just absolutely done him. Find him through. Again, just the 1-2s working their way up the field as KDB imposes himself a little bit. Can we get that one? Oh, he's got Zidane on him now. We find a little bit of run past Matthias. That's where you're going to really struggle with the top-end icons. They're normally the ones that really give the team of the seasons their run for their money, really. So we try and find a little run past him. Again, the dribbling, just very, very close controlled. Tries a Travella of himself, but we know full well that they're definitely patched. Otherwise, Team of the Years would make Travellas look like mincemeat every single time. Oh, KDB with a through ball to himself. We've lost out on that little bit of strength. He has won it back. Oh my, and KDB just rectifies himself. I thought that would have been it. And sometimes with these top-end cards, you just don't have to give up. Sometimes they just get it back and there is no explanation. Sometimes it's a little bit lucky. It may not be a guaranteed, I can say, you know what, if he's 45 degrees away from the player, he's going to win it every single time. Sometimes you just get that little bit luckier with these better players. I don't know what it is. They get the benefit of the doubt, I find, a hell of a lot more. It's the same with the strikers like an Mbappe, like an R9. Even though, yes, their stats are incredible and they most definitely are very, very good, they also get that little bit more lucky. Shots that you do with a card with the same finishing, the same dribbling strength, they just manage to pick it up that little bit easier for some reason. And again, he's going to run himself into a Matthias there. Just about for Zidane. KDB across goal and check with a big save. KDB looking for that back post, I'd say. Delot finds the left, and I was looking for the back post. So going into the overall for him then. What's he coming in at? 3.2, a massive drop. The question is actually any selling? One sold for 3.4, so I suppose that's the best price we've seen so far. Obviously, it has dropped a hell of a lot more since, and it's why I just wouldn't recommend buying on the first day. And the big thing is, if we look at the Team of the Years now, to be fair, so Mbappe's held a nice price compared to what he was. He was 14 mil at the start, talking first 20 minutes, dropped down to 9. Messi was about 6, so again, not dropped a hell of a lot. And Benzema, to be fair to him, was 2.1, so he is obviously still at the same sort of price. I think he was about 2.5 when I reviewed him. Bellingham 2.7, which now has dropped a hell of a lot. KDB's coming down a bit, and Modric is already minus 2 mil, which is absolutely nuts to see for any Team of the Year without any sort of upgrade packs that are being mass produced right now. But in terms of KDB, he was phenomenal. As we can imagine, pace is incredible, defending's not bad, passing's brilliant, dribbling's brilliant. Obviously the shooting's fantastic, as well as the physicality has an element. If we look at between the 92, because the 93 we've got a good upgrade, but the physicality is a little bit more squiffed on that. Whereas we look at the 92, 10 pace, 5 shooting, 4 passing, 6 dribbling, 15 defending, and 7 physical. It's a massive, massive upgrade, as we can imagine. But this is a player that genuinely would last you the rest of the game, obviously, like pretty much every Team of the Year. And I think with these sort of cards, there is very little comparison unless it's themselves. If I was personally going for this team and thinking, who is going to be the best midfielders? I would definitely pick the right two. Modric, most definitely still a wonderful card, and I can't wait to give him a go. Bellingham's your box-to-box. KDB's more of your cam / box-to-box, and then all you need is a DM. This trio would have been perfect with a Conte, a Kessie, a Yaya Toure-esque player to sit at the defence between the two. You could have these two then just sitting on both left and right side, and then the CDM just holding that spot. That would be the perfect midfield. Pretty much, you'd need a Matthias. That's going to be the role that you want to have in between a KDB and a Bellingham. Obviously, Bellingham's more defensive based as well. He can do both. Whereas KDB, for me, is very forward attacking. Still quick and can pick up the ball. Like we said, if you add the shadow to him, 93 pace, 88 defending, there is no arguing he is a box-to-box and he works brilliant like that. And I think the big thing that KDB has over the other two is the 5-star weak foot. Both of the other two are 4-star 4-stars. That 5-star weak foot is just one thing that they can't replicate. They can have the same pace, they can have the same shooting, the same passing, but the weak foot and skill move can't be upgraded, and most definitely that gives him the little bit of an edge, as well as being Prem. That is always going to be a big edge for him, even though Bellingham is English and has a lot of good links, being straight out Prem with obviously City as well. There's so many top end cards you can get there. It's just going to be no comparison between them. But in general, a 10 out of 10, obviously. Absolutely love the card. Love the dynamic image on all of these cards so far as well. So it's absolutely nuts. Let me know down below if you've managed to pack any thus far. Team of the Years are here. And hopefully Friday comes around pretty quickly because I want to open up some upgrade packs. But apart from that, make sure you like and subscribe. And I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.